Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, Civic Lexus guy, Matthew, right? I think I got it now. Yeah, the virus is a little bit unnerving. I found about that last night. I just drove up to Venice, came back. I have a cough and like I kind of feel a little bit woozy, but I don't have like a sore throat or I hope I don't have a fever. Last time I checked, I didn't, but it might just be from like vaping. Where were the other cases? I know that there was some more. There's 4 cases in Illinois, so I just assumed they were in Chicago. But my mom actually found out before they announced it because she has friends at the newspaper. They didn't test anybody in Florida until like yesterday or the day before. Yeah, it's surprising there are none in Virginia considering DC is a pretty. Like, two were in Chinatown. Yeah, that's not surprising. In Florida, the one of them is unknown. The one that there's one man in his 60s in a hospital in Sarasota who's apparently in stable condition, and he I don't know anything else about that. They're unknown how they contracted. The other is a girl in her 20s, and she's self-isolated in Tampa, and she visited northern Lombardy region, which is Milan. Oh yeah, I'm sure that there were. I mean, the problem is this next month or so is really where. Yeah, I mean, it seems to do that. You bought some N90. You found some N95 masks. I bought some a month ago. I usually keep them on hand because I use them to pollinate cycads, and cycads are the pollen can make you go crazy. It can make you like it's a neurotoxin, and like the seeds are hepatotoxic, meaning they're bad for your liver. So I gave a couple to my sister and my mom. You're done with frost? You want to bet? I mean, Chicago's a big city. If you're not worried about it, the problem is like Sarasota's not that big of a city, so. And the news likes to report, well, what's going to cause the most, anxiety. I'm probably going to Pollo for dinner. I know it sounds crazy, but I went to Culver's and they burned me. They didn't give me any tartar sauce, and the fries were like half frozen. And they don't really just like if you just tell them what happened, it isn't like they're gonna be like, oh yeah, because I've tried that before with. They made a malt for me that was way too sweet. No one would have. And they're like, yeah, we can make you another, but you can pay for it. I'm like, I know I can pay for it. I'm just saying, you guys made it wrong. I've had these for 20 years. Yeah, I don't think I've used all sorts of masks for plant stuff and also for painting. I have to paint the house down in the Cape, so that's what I'm going to use them for, if nothing else. What is going on? This guy just tried to run the red light with a cop right behind him. Did you guys see that? I am generally avoiding the public. I am not going to DoorDash until further notice. I went to Sam's Club, got some things that I needed, and I think I'm just going to. This person's acting very weird. I think he's going to get pulled over because he tried to go, and there's a red light. I'm sure his plate's getting run. This should be interesting. It's almost like he. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Uh-oh. Emergency sounds, but I don't know what direction they're coming from. It sounds like they're coming from the north or east. Yeah, I want to see this pull over too, but I mean, the guy tried to run the red light but couldn't because a car was crossing traffic. So, where is this coming from? Oh, no, it's coming from the east. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let's go the other way. Hey, Daniel, what's going on? Good day. I still need to send you that thing. I'll kind of keep pace with this car. I'm guessing he would have been pulled over already. He might have just made an honest mistake and thought, like, I don't know, it's not really an honest mistake to run a red light, but I'm pretty tired. There's been times where I've kind of like not thought it, you know. If he's gonna pull him over, it's gonna be right when this light turns green, though. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Lysol. Outside in the fresh air is actually a safe place to be. I mean, I would go into like a public park or whatever, but and see that cops really keeping pace with them, so I'm kind of curious. Cops will do that sometimes to make sure that they get. I've been getting conflicting information about the usefulness of masks from different doctors I know. Hey James, what's going on? Yeah, fresh air is good. And thankfully down here the fresh, it's opening doors and like letting a ton of cold air in. See, that cop isn't coming off that car. Once he comes off the car, he's not going to pull him over. But you see, he has him kind of locked in. Maybe he's waiting to hear back about any possible like priors. Swine flu. My dad actually got the swine flu. Man, that was bad. I was there when he had it too. Coming to Florida? Well, I guess there's less cases of it in Florida than there are in Ontario. Was there 18 cases in Ontario? Yeah, that's all from one nursing home too. This guy. Oh, what does this cop do? The cop isn't even staying on the road. What the hell? What is going on here? Hey, Big Game James Fishing. What's going on? 3 weeks to escape, yeah. I just hope it kind of fizzles out. Sorry, we're talking about the coronavirus. It's kind of hard to not see. He's keeping pace with them. It's really weird. He's not changing lanes. Just don't. Oh, there's some emergency lights right there. He's probably, the reason he's swerving is he's probably checking his computer. I'll just make sure that I'm not gonna. Alright. Where's the other one? There's two of them now. Oh, there's one right behind me. Okay. Should I be nice and block the... Oh, this guy's lead. Okay. This cop's speeding back up to catch up with this truck. I'll tell you if he gets pulled over. No, he's not. The cop wasn't even paying attention. I guess he ran him and he had no... I agree, James. And you probably get a little bit less of that. I actually like Canadian news. I feel like it's a little bit less like biased. I like watching global news. I don't know if that's like a big news network in Canada, but it seems to be pretty straightforward. They don't, they don't use word like surges or, The problem is all it takes is a few viral videos for people to freak out. So... I mean, I think parts of the flu are coronaviruses. The only thing I did was just buy some food, so I don't really want to get sick, period. So I just took normal precautions you would when encountering the public. Global's pretty big. Okay, I didn't know because I've never really watched the news in Canada. I've never stayed overnight in Canada. Oh wow, there's a lot of talk going on. That's a good thing. Yeah. Because I'm not here to promote Hamas hysteria. Did I buy a few extra things so I don't have to go out as much? Yeah, of course I did. Did I buy 8 cans of Lysol because in Sam's Club they were on sale? Yeah, I did. But you have to realize I also do DoorDash. And I might still do it, even though I said I might not do it. But it depends on if there's more cases that show up. But like in DoorDash, you're encountering a lot of people, and your car gets disgusting. So Lysoling it down for food bacteria, if nothing else, is a good idea, if not like normal maintenance. So, hey, Chris, what's going on? You do DoorDash, big game? Cool. Yeah, I'm more concerned about my dad and my mom. So, do I think I'll get the virus? No, I don't think that I will. I mean, I have a cough right now, and I don't feel that great, but. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I bought I would just say I bought stuff in advance that I normally would buy anyway, but I just bought more of it. So, yeah, fear mongering should be like it should be a felony. Emu export. See, you should do what the Australians do and just relax. I need to get you that thing. I will. All right, I've got. That's cool. Hey Douglas, what's going on? Dougie, sorry. So yeah, I've done about 1,500 deliveries on DoorDash. Got the Scotch virus. Yeah, it's not a bad virus to have. Atlantic. Yeah. James, and also that 3% is kind of based off of all populations. It doesn't take into effect like your health. So if you're like a healthy 30-something, your chances of dying are like 2 in 1,000. So, and that's not even taking into effect. That's just taking into effect your age, not even your health status. All right. 60 degrees. That can be. Why? Why do you do this? Can't wait one car? Oh, I'm going too fast. Did you take which bet in Vegas? 520 deliveries? Cool. That's not a small amount. That's about how many Ashley has, I would say. That's more than that, her. Good fast-growing palm for shade in Polk County. I mean, a mule palm isn't a bad choice. I would say probably the best bet is ribbon palm, Livistona decora, Livistona australis. They're very fast growing. This guy's still rolling down the road. Wonder what he's doing, because he's not really like. The station is back there, and he's been going strong since back in Port Charlotte. So, all right. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to be a little more conservative in my viewing. Yeah, David's right there. Any of those Livistonas, any of those Eastern Australian Livistonas are going to be good for you. They're fast growing, provide a lot of shade. I learned that actually from my mentor, Faith Bishock, because she lives out in a 9B, 9A area in East Sarasota County, like very far East Sarasota County. And, and she has a lot of shade because of those palms. That sounds about normal for your area, Bob. Vechias in the ground now, I would not recommend that. Vechias are not fans of temperatures below 40. That, especially that young. I think some of them are going to die. If you even have a frost, they're going to burn. Yeah, Parajubea, but that's going to be Parajubea doesn't grow very well in Florida. Any of the Syagris, any of the Queen hybrids. I'm trying to think of other good options for Polk County. I mean, big sables like Sable Causiarum is not bad. Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, they're great landscaping plants, but they just they don't make it to the landscaping world for some reason. Yeah, it looks like about the same here. It's about 70 now. It's about 80 to 82 when I was driving up to see my mom. The ability to wrap the. What are you wrapping, Elephant? You're asking about the fast-growing palms, or you're asking about? I'm sorry, or Dougie asked about that. What were you wrapping again? I need to make a new video. That's one thing I forgot about. That's just weird being, 60. Dude, I just finished season 6 of Shameless. It keeps on going. It's a good show. It's probably the most vulgar show I've ever watched, but I'm glad that, they're willing to push the boundaries. Dylan, I'm curious, has the back of the yards been gentrified now, or is it still a sketchy area? I assume it got the name back of the yards from the train tracks there. It's possible that would be okay in Chicago. I don't know how much. I would get a thermometer to see what the difference in temperature is between inside the bucket and outside. Because bubble insulation doesn't actually insulate. It just insulates you from, like, impact. If you want to insulate from weather, you're going to want to get something like styrofoam. Yeah, Washingtonian Robust is definitely a fast-growing palm, but it doesn't produce a lot of shade. Yes. Yeah, you can do that. Wrap with the heat source is a good idea. Get a thermometer that, like, has a wire to it, like a remote thermometer you can put, like, down somewhere or inside a bucket. Wow, this cop is still behind me. Sure, I'll get my plate run, which is fine. It's like he's just oblivious to doing anything. There's no station down here. I don't know where he's going. The county line's about 5 or 6 miles away, so. Alright guys, sorry, there's so many. I just got to be a little bit careful with the phone here. This guy almost enjoys just going the speed limit and seeing him anyway. Yeah, sometimes it's worth it to buy time when it comes to, like, some of your favorite plants, but some palms are worth watching grow. Pretty sure this guy ran my plate, saw nothing interesting going on, and then decided to move on, and he's passing me now, and I'm going faster than I was before. Do I have coffee? No, I drink. The only thing I have for caffeine now is probably one Diet Coke in the morning and one in the evening, one 12-ounce can. I found that caffeine really isn't a good idea. I have a coffee maker. I used to drink a lot of coffee, but man, it gives you a lot of anxiety. So there's just a lot of cops out. Maybe he's assisting that officer. I'm guessing looks like he's going to, yeah. I just think that I mean, caffeine, everybody drinks it. Diet soda obviously isn't good for you. Yeah, the guy's lights were off. It looks like there's an issue. Yeah, I've definitely pushed myself to the brink of, like getting the anxiety sweats from too much caffeine. But then there were some times where like caffeine wouldn't even affect me. When I used to deal poker all night long, I would drink a cup of coffee, and then I drink like a Diet Coke, then I drink a Red Bull, and it was just like nothing would keep me awake. And then I would just like that would all crash in the morning, and I'd like the worst part of the night was actually at the end when I would all crash, and I just driving home at 8 o'clock in the morning is weird because everyone else is driving to work, and you're driving. Say I go to McDonald's to get a breakfast sandwich, and they're like, "Have a good day." It's like, my day is over. It is very much over. 3 Celsius kilovicia? No. A small plant, as long as there's no frost, a small plant should be okay. When you get closer to freezing is when you're gonna have issues. Yeah, I do like the flatlands of Florida. I mean, I like hills and curves for like driving, like enthusiastic driving, not in my Japanese Cadillac. Yeah, needle palms like it a little bit swampy. They tend to like richer soil, which is rare for palms, especially subtropical palms. Most tropical palms can handle rich soil. I believe we are in the. So this is the area between Charlotte and Lee County. I think I'll tell you where the county line is. You can say. This car is such a beast. I put 7,000 miles on it in less than 4 months. Okay. So I think, Bob, I think the reason why that is the case is that the needles actually like the swampy weather, and because it kind of goes away the further north you go, like there's more Piedmont. I don't think they ever really made it further north. They kind of grew up into like, the middle of Georgia. You have to realize like for something to be able to grow in an area, and for something to be like, for example, let's take sables for example. Sables will grow in like say Myrtle Beach or even in Virginia Beach, but they may not seed, so they're not self-sustaining. If they're not self-sustaining, then they would never be native to that area. And sometimes even if plants were introduced maybe like 500 years ago, say like the staples on Bald Head Island in North Carolina, they may have been self-sustaining that one little area, but you won't find them anywhere else, nearby. So. Like Royals will grow, up into the Tampa area, but long term, it's hard for them to self-seed. I mean, to start producing new offsets, because Royals really don't like growing outside of swampy conditions. Oh, you see it naturalized there? Okay. Huh. It's really hard to say. The Appalachians are part of the way that, the animals aren't going to cross over the mountains with the seeds. Oh, it fucking stinks because of the dump. So right up here is the landfill, I believe. The entrance is right there. Okay. What about Palm Lake City? That's different. I just think that the seed is really small, doesn't fly long distance, and that, you know, it's hard to say really. It was never used for any ornamental use by people of the past. But Jesus Christ, that is not a good place to be stuck on the side of the road. Oh, he's not even stuck, he's going like 20. Why are you even driving on the road? Dude, if you can't drive this like even close, like even 40, then you need to like pull over. Either looks like he's pulling over, but it's like his transmission either doesn't work. That dump is called the Zemel Road Landfill, Zemel. Awesome. Russian style driving. Yeah, those videos that come out of Russia about all the weird drivers, it's hard to believe. That guy killed my cruise control. Yeah. Sick of a lot. I don't know what that is. So we also have a new dog. This about a week and a half ago, maybe. Yeah, about a week and a half. Yeah. Dude, I don't speak Czechia. Czech. But yeah, there's this. My sister likes to foster dogs. She already has a ton. And there's this dog that was up for fostering, and Ashley woke me up one afternoon and was like, "We're going to foster a dog." I'm like, "Are we now?" And I was like, "All right, well, she's like, we're meeting them in Port Charlotte at 9. I was like, "Perfect. I have a car to look at around then. We'll go together." So go up there, we pick it up, and it's this fluffy chow. It looks like a chow German Shepherd mix, but it's not like aggressive or anything. It's just like this, it looks like a big teddy bear. And Ashley and Emma fell in love with it. And I usually don't like dogs that much, but I think it's a pretty cool dog. So we decided to adopt it anyway. Yeah, it doesn't get too cold up. So California. Bob. Oh, yeah. It looked like it said that you said that, Zach. But yeah, as far as California climate. So the mountains aren't necessarily the coldest areas. They actually drain cold into the valleys. Something that's happened here. It's like someone maybe had a heart attack in a car, or that actually happens more than you would think. But in San Diego and LA, some of the warmest areas are actually right up in the foothills. Not on the top of the hills, but in the foothills of a lot of like the Santa Monica mountains, and like outside of Malibu and San Diego. If you live in the valley below a mountain, you get all the cold air sinking down, and you'll get frost. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I can get the dog on video. We'll see. I'll see where he is when we get home. I'll see where I am as far as like my energy level. How much water Washingtonians actually don't need much water at all. I mean, they'll survive. Yeah, that was a good idea. I'm doing 60 miles an hour. My horn doesn't work anymore because I've hit it too many times. God. out of this town. Sorry guys, I just got the horn will work sometimes. I have to like place the middle of the steering wheel over the part that's going to contact. I'm just going to have to get a foghorn. Yeah, coastal Washington and Oregon can actually grow a good number of palms. There's no reason to not grow palms in that area. So, if you were to, I'm going to take a right here, but if you were to take a left and go down about 2 or 3 miles, it's actually the largest trailer park in the world. It's called Suncoast Estates. I recommend anybody who wants to know more about Florida to watch a documentary on it on YouTube. It's about 25 minutes long. Imagine if you took like the poorest parts of West Virginia and placed them in hot, rundown trailers. Imagine putting a bunch of West Virginians in trailers, kind of like the back of the yard style. Oh, Adam, yeah. Well, they're going to be gone in about a month and a half. I mean, you guys see what I've gone through. I've had to yell at people. I've had people brake check me to the point where I almost ran-ended them. I've had people pass me at 110 miles an hour on the grass. I've been cut off so many times. I mean, it happens every single time. People were like, "Oh, you don't have an SUV; it's less safe." I'm like, "Listen, if you're watching the road, this car is actually safer because your reaction time and your ability to maneuver is much better." Yeah, so coastal Washington and Oregon are going to be, they're going to be like almost like 9A climates, but very maritime 9A. They're really going to get below 20. When you get inland to like Portland, it's a little bit different. And out in like eastern Washington, Oregon, there's like zone 4 and 5. There's some subarctic zones. If you guys look up like Burns, Oregon, and a couple other towns in Oregon, they're actually subarctic. Yeah, the noise you guys are hearing with my car, it's actually the ashtray is open, so I can put in my 4-prong 12-volt thing to charge my phone and my vape. So unfortunately, it's an old car. It has like one of those old chrome ashtrays. Yeah, Suncoast doesn't have any, palmy areas. Well, I mean, unless you want to talk about Queens, and there's a lot of like rogue queen palms in Suncoast. Dylan, I'll take you there when we come down, man. We'll cruise Suncoast at night. The name is funny because you would think it sounds like an expensive place to live, but there's like utilities are like sometimes not available. It looks like a third world country. Yeah, we can drive through. It isn't like South Side Chicago dangerous, but just you wouldn't want to get around wandering around in the streets. It's not well lit. Someone recently got killed by a hit and run driver. There's an accident. Yeah, there's a lot of flag palms. You like Queens or foxtails. Like Queens, a classic sign of a solid zone 9A. Foxtails a 9B. Coconuts being like a 10A, a good 10A. And I'd say stuff like a beetle nut palm is a good 10B climate palm. Chirac. So the Chirac area of Chicago, where is that in relevance to like this back of the yards? Is that like kind of the same area, or is it a different part of South Side? Read my last comment. You should have just typed in your comment again. It would have been a lot easier because it's hard for me to scroll up. This is technically part of the Cape here. What is this? Coral Lakes. It's a gated community because, you know, there's so much violence going on out here that you need to be gated. About 10 minutes south. Okay, so that's what I thought. I figured it was east and south. So back of the yards is just like kind of a... Is the back of the yards mostly like an immigrant, like an ex-immigrant ghetto that's now just like a old white ghetto, basically? Oh, West Side's still pretty bad too. Okay. Yeah, it's weird because Miami, the south and west areas are the best areas, and in the north and west areas are well, north is the worst, but northeast is actually decent, and northwest is the worst. Yeah, I know the north side is good. God. Oh, look, there's the same car in front of that I'm driving in front of me. Hello, fellow Avalon owner. Same, is it the same color? No, it's tan. Damn it. It looks like it's in better shape, too. No, it's got some peeling on the bumper. These cars last forever, man. This car's 21 years old. That car's at least 21. It could be 22. Car from Quebec on the... Yeah. Yeah, he's probably streaming too. I wish my window rolled down fully and I'd be like, Avalon owners unite. How many do I have a day? Well, it depends on how, like on a normal day where it gets above 80, I'll probably drink 4 to 5, maybe 6. During the winter time, I probably only have like 2 or 3. What I'll usually do is when I DoorDash, I'll drink a Diet Coke before, and then I'll bring 2 with me, and I'll drink at least 1 more when I get home for dinner, if not 2 more. I used to drink it like almost oh no, I would drink 8. Like when I would go to Miami and work, I was drinking a case a day. Oh, he's in the turn lane. He probably, I'm not trying to stereotype, but he probably doesn't speak English. Let's see if he's up for talking. I think we're gonna miss him. He's got some rims on there. Avalon, sir. Oh, come on. It was just looked like it's some 35-year-old gringo with a beard. Giant hacienda. So it's actually pretty Latino. I like the hot, humid summers too. I just wish, the thing is, in Virginia and stuff, it gets hotter. It can get hotter, but it also, you guys can get some cool off. You guys can get some 60s. That just doesn't exist. God, the sound of the drive shaft in the van next to me is like, oh, when are you gonna snap? When are those UV joints finally gonna give out? Because, you know, the seasons I've been watching, 5 and 6 of Shameless, you know, they're talking about gentrification. See, that cop's just sitting in the turn lane. Like, what if you want to turn? You're just gonna have to wait for him to go? Yeah, that could be that. You're right, Dan. I know you do work on vehicles, but that van right there, they last a long time. But you're right. It could be the diff just making that whining sound. I remember opening the diff plate on a Mercedes. I just missed the light. And it had like 1/4 of the oil that it should have had. You guys hear that? That probably is the diff. Doesn't sound like it's coming from the engine. Okay, so we're ready. No, Adam, there are no vehicle inspections. There's no emissions or safety, which I used to think was really cool. Then I realized like it's probably good to have safety. Yeah, I know Memphis has some pretty bad areas. I've never been to Memphis. In fact, I've only been to Chattanooga. Yeah, I kind of miss Virginia weather. I remember walking through the West End. It was like 11 degrees out. We were going to a friend's house, and I was like, I have all the clothes I could possibly put on, and I'm still cold. Oh yeah, there's a ton of hogs out there. Anywhere in like the rural areas of Northport, Englewood, Port Charlotte, there are a ton of hogs, and they're all nuisance. And there's no caliber restrictions, so people are you can just shoot them as long as you're being safe about it. You can use any gun, any time of the year. Oh, let's do it. Yes, that's what I wanted. Oh, Marv Albert, yes. It's not the cross-dressing Marv Albert, yes. Oh no, is Pollo busy? I haven't eaten Wawa since I moved down here, and I don't intend on eating it either. But I will go to Culver's if it's too busy here. Oh man. I just realized that these windows don't roll down. Let me just check something real quick. No, we're just gonna get ahead of this guy. He's not ready yet. I might have to open the door. Alright, that's probably good enough. Oh shit. Okay, there's 3 people. Let's just do it. Oh no. This is really shitty setup because it makes it really hard for people to get around. A Dove ice cream bar. It sounds delicious. Yeah, for baseball spring training, the Minnesota Twins play in Fort Myers. The Atlanta Braves are moving to Northport and Venice area. I forget who else is nearby. 3-piece barramundi. They actually have walleye offered. Wow, this is taking a while. This is not good. Well, this is what park is for. I really don't want to go inside, so that's how it goes. I might have to it'll go down like halfway. That's probably good. Man, that really sounds bad. See, that's my vape sitting in that. Yeah, see, now it's not that bad. That's only in drive. Sorry, guys. The Mets are in Port St. Lucie. I think the Yankees are in Lakeland. Yeah, most of the oh man, it's fucking solid packed here. Yeah, the Rays AAA is in Port Charlotte. It's kind of like I don't know if they have spring training there. Oh man. Oh, stop it. take to order food. Yeah, they can come through. Like, we usually get weather coming in the opposite direction, like off inland versus like, oh, I'm in drive. That's why it's making that noise. Oh my God, how much food are you ordering? How many people are in that Corolla? Every single car in line is a Corolla, a Highlander, then I have an Avalon. There's a Highlander behind me too, an older one. Well, it's better for you guys to watch at least. We can spend some quality time together. I'm not even gonna bother pulling into. They have fried chicken here, which is definitely not a Caribbean thing. I don't know why it's here. Yeah. Watch, when I get up there, they're not gonna have any chicken. I swear to God. See, this guy's not pulling up. He doesn't care. He can pull up. He can pull up enough so that this car in front of me could order, but he doesn't care. Here. Like, see, there's enough room for that car to pull up so this guy in front of me can order, but he's not going to do it. He just doesn't feel like it. Yeah, Elephant, I actually know him personally. He's a good guy. He drove all the way from Dallas to Florida to pick up some stuff from me. And we do business from time to time. Come on, this is fucking ridiculous. Enhanced Fujita. I mean, how have we not moved? Like, what is happening? This. Can't go anywhere. Even if I had there we go, finally, Jesus. Which, hey, Leanne, how's it going? I was just in Venice. What do you want to eat? Oh, that's not good. Auto firing. You talking about the Hortus, the blue ones? Oh wow, okay. I didn't know that, David. I'm sorry. I was in a little bit of a rush. I had to move my mom's car, and I had to go see my mom, and I'm not feeling that well. Oh. Hold on a sec, guys. Give me a second here. I apologize. Oh my God, how do people not know what they want here? Oh, come on, people. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually living in the Cape now, Leanne. I made amends with the people I had to make amends with. I can tell you more on Facebook, but it's stuff I don't like to broadcast openly on YouTube. You probably understand. We're actually adopting a dog, which I'll try and get in a video. Yeah, I would say my favorite parts of the year in Virginia are probably 1 month before, 1 month after my favorite parts of the year in Florida. I like April and November in Florida, and I like May and October in Virginia. Yeah, he was his very bizarre Sims. uh yeah, he was a rescue because his he was owned by a guy and his partner, and they both passed away within a short period of each other. And the next of kin were in California, and he's 10 years old, so he was afraid we weren't going to make the trip. I'm going to run out of gas in a while. I can't believe I haven't been in a line this long before. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, so Dylan, that's a good question. So, anyways, we fostered it until the end of the month, and then Ashley's like, we should just keep it. So we all made a decision that we just chip in some money for like the insurance. He looks like a big teddy bear. I'm gonna see if I can get him on camera. Um, but yeah, so I'll tell you about the climate zones of Florida here in a second. Oh, I'm not gonna be able. So, how is this so slow? This is the slowest drive-through ever. Um, yeah, Bob. So most of Florida is humid subtropical. The coast, like the southwest coast of Florida, and like if you over to Miami and south to Key West is actually considered tropical savanna, and then there's tropical rainforest just around Fort Lauderdale and Boca Raton and West Palm Beach and Jupiter, and it kind of ends there. There's kind of I'm sorry, Miami is a tropical monsoon climate, but he goes south of there, it becomes tropical savanna again. It's like this is tropical savanna. I think it's called AS, and there's AW for monsoon, and there's AM for rainforest. No, AM is monsoon, AW for rainforest, like AW for wet. See if I can get real close and pull up here. No, it's not gonna happen. I mean, the person I mean, I just don't understand. Yeah, monsoon is it's like a are you able to hear me? Oh. I can kind of hear you. Okay, I'm getting a couple feet. Is that all right? Okay. Can I get the half chicken platter? Two sides, please. Can I get black beans and white rice? Okay. And mac and cheese, please. So the black beans, the white rice, black beans, and mac and cheese? Yes, please. Okay, anything else? That'll be it. Okay, your total's $8.60 through the window. All right, thanks. Okay, so yeah, I was barely able to order. You can see how like I'm kind of not really. Okay, I don't understand how this is so slow. It should have been like I should have been gone by now. And now I have the car in park because. Humid subtropical tends to have year-round rain. Like those climates are going to be more like Savannah, Richmond, Atlanta, Birmingham, New Orleans. Calling like Tampa subtropical is, I guess it's subtropical, but it's a lot more towards the tropical part of subtropical. So we're moving. Wow, it's a fucking miracle. Sorry. When I'm really hungry and tired, I tend to curse a lot more. That's why I say it's not suitable for kids, because I don't know when I'm going to go into Tourette's. Oh, you're in York County. Yeah, they don't get a whole lot of snow there. I've been to York County. Yeah, humid subtropical is going to go pretty much from, like throughout the southeast. Then once you get like into Kentucky is where it starts to get the humid continental, and you cross over. West Virginia is more continental, but most of the Piedmont of Virginia is humid subtropical. Right, just DC's barely in it, and it kind of just gets into Philadelphia a little bit. Oh, now we're going. Oh, it's moving now. Like fire. Yeah, I actually I've been to a couple of rental places in York County. That's Gloucester's the county seat there, right? Acacias with yellow ball flowers. That sounds. I don't know what that is. Come on, stop shaking. God, I've been here for 15 minutes. There's some kids watching TV in the back of that Highlander. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think you can. So, like, New York City is actually considered humid subtropical, but if you go into the suburbs, the northern suburbs, it's not. And if you go out east, it's temperate oceanic. God, this is like a New York City traffic jam. Yes. Basically, once you get around Oklahoma City is where it starts to become like uh hot, like what is it called? The hot semi-arid. When you get north of Oklahoma City, it becomes more of like a continental. I can't remember. Yeah, I saw that thing, man. Um, Climate type of the Keys and the dry Tortugas, they're gonna actually very dry. That's, I mean, Key West is one of the driest cities in Florida. The driest cities in Florida are actually gonna be mostly on the West Coast, right on the coast, like Cedar Key, St. Pete, uh, Minnesota Keys, Sanibel. Like they sometimes don't even get 40 inches of rain a year, but in Cape Coral we get about 56. So okay, yeah. I've never been to Oklahoma, so I really hope my window doesn't get stick down. All right, that's about as far down as I think it's gonna go. Stop it with the shakes. It's possible beachfront. I mean, that happens a lot on the lakes here. There's some areas in Central Florida that are basically have a zone 10 climate. It's just ridiculous. This is the longest I ever waited in a drive-through line ever. I usually would drive away by now. A lot of Florida used to be in flood zones. Beach. It says it's only 64 degrees out, but I don't believe that because it feels a lot. There, turn off the AC. Yeah, they'll do something to my food if I lean on the horn. Plus, it's not this guy's fault anyway. The problem is like I can't get out of here, so if like people start getting pissed off, like I can't even open my door. No. Come on, please. I just want to get to freedom. I will just drive away from a drive-through like Wendy's. I remember one time, I just got tired of it. It was like 10 minutes. Yeah. I saw Robolini survive at Lake Pickwick. I've seen some pictures in Alabama of some palmettos growing pretty far north on Lake. Stop it. I hate it when I get the same notification twice. I get it. Stop. Stop. Sorry, I'm just trying to clear all the crap on my notifications. It's actually a Highlander, Daniel. It's the next step up. It goes, technically, there's a thing called the Toyota CHR, which is like basically a subcompact, and then the RAV4 is compact. The Highlander's a midsize, and then there's the Land Cruiser, which is a full size, and the Sequoia is kind of like the biggest one of them all. I never got worried about Zika. I didn't see that. For south of Charlotte. Yeah, unfortunately, it takes one nasty winter. Come on. I had a full tank of gas when I got here. Now it's a quarter tank. I mean, 3/4 of a tank. Oh my God, these people, everything on the menu. Oh, it's called a Klugar. Is it identical to that car? Because like we get the Toyota Tacoma as a mid-size pickup, and you guys get the Hilux or the Helix, and the 4Runner. I think it's still called the 4Runner over there. Okay. I'm sure it's rare that they change a whole body style for, but like we didn't get the Nissan Patrol. We the body change for like 5 years. This person not ready to go yet? Oh my God. Yeah, you rarely see the old 90s Land Cruisers around here anymore. I saw one. Oh my God, I've been here for 22 minutes now. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What the hell is taking so long? Oh, I should have just gone inside. It would be home by right now. It looks like their brake lights on like they were gonna go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just really hungry. I'm not really sure what this guy's doing. Yeah, I'd be shocked if the Hilux and call lower the low looks. Oh my God, these people are being fucking picky. Do you think maybe if I give them a love tap from behind, they'll go? The worst part is they don't have like a area where you can park and they'll bring stuff out. They just make you wait it out in the drive-through. Oh my God, they don't even know what the fucking sides are in this place. I swear to God, I'm gonna blow a head gasket. This lady's like, crazy gringo doesn't know the menu here. I don't blame her. I can hear the fucking kids crying too. Yeah, I seen the train horn. Yeah, my horn, it works sometimes. The contacts on it are the low looks. Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. I can understand certain situations, but I could never lower a pickup if I had to use it for its purpose. Trucks are meant to sit at a certain height, in my opinion. You've got to be kidding me. This is just so ridiculous. Like, what kind of person? I like Tacomas. I chose a Ridgeline over Tacoma because I could get four-wheel drive for a much cheaper price. If you want like a four-wheel... Oh, now I'm just inhaling these gas fumes. I'm getting tired of this. I swear to God. Yeah, I saw that, Zach. I don't know if it's possible to overwinter them. I mean, the problem with coconuts is they require a lot of heat, even year round. How is this even possible? I turned the car off. I'm at Pollo Tropical in Cape Coral. Oh. There's only one in Cape Coral. That'd be hilarious. I've never turned my car off in a drive-thru before. Yeah. That's the worst part. I've talked to the manager here multiple times. I mean, how is my food not ready? Here we go.
8.62, sir.
Sure. Can I get 3 of the garlic cilantro sauces with
Yes,
that?
sir.
Thanks. You guys pretty backed up tonight?
Yeah, so we barely have anything. So like
Oh,
that
no.
lady, we had to replace a lot of stuff, and her husband was like yelling at me.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, I can't do much.
Yeah, that's only so much you can do if you don't have it,
Yeah, you always take people's crap. I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure you have to take the brunt of it there being the drive-through.
Okay. Here's your food, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sorry, my window kind of doesn't go down all the way.
What happened?
My window only goes down to here.
Here you are.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
Thanks. I feel bad for her now. It's not her fault. All right, let me just... I feel a lot better now that I'm out of that constrained space. Let's get the F. Now it says it's 64, but I'm like kind of sweating out a little bit here. Maybe on this. Yeah, I mean, I'm always nice to them. If she was a very nice person, and I feel bad because, I deliver food, and so I know what it's like to have people that are just inconsolable. They're children. They're toddlers and worse even, because they actually have some power to toddlers. You tell them no, they can scream and cry, but they can't do a whole lot about it. Ashley asked me if Emma could have the rest of my steak. I'm like, I didn't even know I had it, so yeah, you can have it. No, come on, no, do not deny me of this light. I need out of here. Barely. God. Yeah, you never know what people have been dealing with before they get to you. Maybe they worked for a whole day. I'm not saying it's okay, but Ashley was delivering some orders tonight, and she told me that she got an order. Someone constantly messaging her, like, where's my food? Where's my food? She drops it off. She gets no tip. I mean, she gets a base pay, but it's like, people think that they are going to get things for free, and they're just so entitled. I've just worked in multiple areas where, tipping is considered, part of the whole situation. And, when you're dealing poker, you're making, especially in an underground game, you're making just the tips, which are actually really good. But people who don't tip, it's just like they expect you to do stuff for free, and this is not the way life works. You know, if you don't want to tip, then you can shuffle the cards. Jack. Zach, I like how I can know it's your post because not only are you blue, but there's at least 30 hazard signals and some police sirens, and then you tag me. It's okay though. I got nothing but love for you. So I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna chalk up that long wait to the people actually in the drive-thru. If they're running out of food, that means that people are ordering a lot of food out. Oh, the keto coconut, yeah, the Parajubea. I'm not even gonna try and make this like it's not happening. Oh man. I have not tried the Popeyes chicken sandwich. I don't really like this Popeyes. There's actually a Popeyes right over. I'm not going to turn that because we're driving, but I don't know if you can see the sign, but there's a Wendy's sign right about there. There's a Popeyes is the next restaurant over. And I've been in there a couple times. I've ordered food from there once, and like the chicken, I've had Popeyes in other areas, but this Popeyes, like the chicken was, like the skin was soggy and weird. But I've heard the chicken sandwich obviously being good. Obviously, none of it's very healthy. I tend to eat healthier food, even though I am on the little bit heavier side. But what is going on here? Where's my light? I'm sitting. I swear to God, did I not get the light? I didn't get the light. Is that really what happened, or is it just... who's honking at who? What the? This guy is like halfway in the lane. Sorry guys, hold on. I can't believe it just got skipped in the light line. I'm pretty sure we did. Yep. It was like I didn't even exist here. It's like, oh, you're just one car, it doesn't matter. I can't, there's a truck next to me, a big Chevy Duramax. Such bullshit. Now there is a sensor. I'm actually right. I'm perfectly up there, but that was the only car here. Now there's like 8 cars here. It's like I didn't trip it. I mean, this isn't a small car. It's a full-size sedan, so... Finally. It takes forever. I just been screwed over, like... I mean, this isn't like a big deal, but... It's kind of annoying, and then this light being red for no reason. Okay, here we go. Be prepared for all of the horsepowers that come with the 3-liter V6 in this Avalon. We only got a few minutes left, and I'm probably going to be... It's been an hour and 15 minutes since Port Charlotte. That's pretty sad. Yeah, and I think it's just because I'm hungry, I'm tired. I've been driving a lot. I drove about 100 miles yesterday. I've driven 110 today, at least maybe 125. I've probably driven close to 1,000 miles in the past week. Like not like easy miles, like driving around town, stop and go. Yeah, I don't feel like the whole world's out to get me, but I feel like sometimes I feel that way. I've been pretty cranky since I got up this afternoon, but not to my subscribers. Like we're in the fast lane and going just into the speed limit. When people try to kill me, like by crossing traffic and stuff like that, yeah, go check them, Zach. Yeah, being alive is a good thing. I think it's very easy to take being alive for granted. It's kind of annoying. My car still makes, like, when I'm braking, it makes this, like, whirring sound, and I replaced the front pads and rotors, and it still does that. You guys can probably hear that, but it doesn't affect the drivability of the car. So we'll do one little circle around for the sake of talking a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of great people in this world. I've been excuse me, your mouth gets dry when you talk a lot. But I've been lucky that you guys have been, so loyal and genuine. Where on a lot of YouTube channels, you get people that are just, I don't know what to call them, boring, or only care about fame or something. I was curious about, there's this one car here. There's also we have these things called burrowing owls that live in Cape Coral, and you can't build a house on any plot that has burrowing owls. And this guy has a house across from or near a burrowing owl plot, and there's some right there. Jesus, they sound like witches at night. They're actually pretty cool, and they scare off all the rodents. Yeah, so start saying goodbye. I'm a little bit too tired to do the whole dog thing, and Emma's probably going to sleep right now, so I'm gonna probably just stick to saying goodbye. I'll show the dog sometime. Yeah, exactly. I don't really have a lot of like friends that I like talk to around here. Like I have my plant friends and I have a few other friends, and that's about it. I probably know like between here and Venice, I probably know about a half dozen people that I actually trust. One of them actually being Thelma's Foster's, who lives down the street from my sister. I've known her for about 12 years, and she and her husband, really nice people. Yeah, I need to post a new video. I have videos that I'm, in my head, and there's some stuff I want to do, but okay, good. Ashley Park. Okay, good. I can pull all the way in, I think. She parked awfully close to my car. Awfully close. No, it's not that bad. It looks a lot worse. Oh, that's good. Yeah, there's a lot of views on those videos, which is great. But anyway, guys, I would love to chat some more. I'm just so tired and hungry. I'm sure this car's like, what have you put me through? It's good to just have people, legitimately would talk or, hang out. And not everyone has to live so close by. So the hand sanitizer. Okay. I'll vote for Palm. All right, guys. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Good night, my friends.